guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Taji and this is Melanated Maker DIY, where I make my DIY dreams a reality and I'm taking you along for the journey. Today I am so excited to be taking you guys on part 2 of this spa-inspired bathroom makeover on a budget. This was my first time taking on the one room challenge and I love how it turned out and I'm so excited to show you guys how it looks. If you haven't seen part 1 of this makeover, stop what you're doing and go check it out. In that video, I walked through changing the light fixture and the sink faucet and how I DIY'd the wood slat wall. I don't want to brag or anything, but it's 10 out of 10. If you've already seen part 1, then grab a snack and settle in, my friend, because we are going on a journey to finish this bathroom makeover. Oh, and before we get started, make sure you hit that like button and go ahead and subscribe. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you know exactly when I post my next video. Alright, now let's get into this bathroom makeover. As a quick catch up, I started this bathroom makeover as part of the one room challenge, but more importantly because this bathroom was boring. I am determined to ball out on a budget and am keeping this bathroom under $400. We did some necessary splurges on replacing the light fixture and the sink faucet, so this time around we'll be doing some scrap wood projects to save our coins. Also last time we broke out the table saw, ripped down some wood, and set the vibe of elegant spa by installing a wood slat accent wall. We only built our house 2 years ago, so structurally everything is perfect. It just needs a little love and care to make it feel like home. The first task I took on was the towel rack. After finishing the wood slat wall, I literally had 4 pieces of wood left. I cut them down and took inspiration from the wood slat wall in order to make a wood slat towel rack. For some extra pizzazz, I decided to add a shelf to the top to be able to display some art. I used a scrap board and some leftover molding and made it happen. When it came to attaching the shelf, there was a pretty small target to hit in order to make sure that I gripped the screw into the wood slat without splitting the wood. I used a scrap piece of wood to gauge where I needed to put the screws, pre-drilled them, and got it attached. This was such a great wood project and such a money saver. I had all the lumber on hand and the hooks were left over from a coat rack I did last year. Maybe this is news to me, but I had a genius idea on how to put this up using push pins, but just watch the clip. Alright, so as I am getting this going, I pushed in these push pins here. Maybe you can see. And so I did that on both sides just so that I can like keep it up. And that'll just help me kind of hold it in place so that way I know that it's already level. Whenever it comes to hanging things on the wall, make sure you take into account the weight of the item. The last thing you want to do is get something put up on your wall and then completely rip out your drywall because it's too heavy. I haven't had to practice fixing any drywall and I was not about to let it happen today. So whether you're using anchors, French cleats, or just drilling straight into the studs, have a plan for how you're going to hang something up on the wall so that you don't have to completely replace your drywall. So while I was getting things installed in the bathroom, I also stained and installed the shelves. Last we saw them, they were plain wood, so I sanded them down and gave them a fresh coat of stain to match the wood slat accent wall to keep that warm, spa-inspired vibe going. I drilled in the screws under the shelves and touched up the wall paint where I patched the holes from the towel rack that was previously there. So another scrap wood project that I did was creating a wooden tray purely just to hold the soap dispenser. I am terrible when it comes to buying things that are purely decorative. I like things to be both decorative and functional, so this was great to just be able to use some scrap wood and build this and not have to spend money on purely decoration. I built this with scrap wood left over from the shelves and a leftover wood slat. It literally took 5 minutes to assemble, and I finished it with a simple coat of paint, which was also left over from the accent wall. So we are finally rounding the corner to the finish line of this bathroom makeover and adding in some pretty accents. I decided to replace the toilet paper holder from the old one to a new matte black one. All I'll need to do is patch the hole in the vanity, and hopefully in the future I'll get around to painting this vanity like I originally wanted to, but I didn't want to blow our budget, so we'll save that for a different video. I also decided to add some new hardware to the vanity, and if you're ever adding hardware to a cabinet or a drawer, you need to get you one of these doohickeys. I picked up one of these from Home Depot and it was $10 well spent. It was so easy to use to measure out and mark exactly where you need to drill to make sure you've got even parallel handles. You just mark, pre-drill your holes, and attach. Such an easy way to elevate a room by adding some accent handles. These are like, just look. I gotta just back up. You just gotta experience the whole thing. Like, you look at the handles. Stunning, 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 stunning. Okay, so you look at the handles, and then you just kind of make your way up. And then you have this gorgeous brassy light, and then you have these brassy handle. I'm in love. So now we can start decorating. Tip number 1 when it comes to decorating is shop your home first. Almost all of the decor in this bathroom I picked from around my house of decor pieces that were either not meeting their full potential or just didn't fit in where I had them. The only decor that I actually bought for this bathroom was the shower curtain, the rug, and the soap dispenser. Everything else was just picked from around my house. I made the garland with yarn and beads I had on hand, and I found an old apothecary jar that I filled with Epsom salt, which makes a great functional decor piece. Plus, it made the whole bathroom smell like eucalyptus and spearmint, so win-win. So shop your house first and figure out where you can repurpose some of your decor. Give it new life by giving it a new home in your home. Does that make sense? So I thought it was time to start wrapping up on this bathroom, and I just felt like something was missing. I walked into the bathroom and it just felt unfinished. I thought it over for a couple of days and stood around in a bathroom for no apparent reason other than to think, and here's where I ended up. Hey, okay, so you thought we were done. We're not done. I was finishing up this bathroom and I felt like something was missing, something did not feel finished. And so I realized that it was this mirror. When you open the door, it is the first thing that you see, and I really felt like it needed something to tie the whole room together. This is a lot of hand movements, I'm sorry. I talk with my hands. So I decided to build a frame. It's a little rough now, I need to do some finishes on it, but I decided to build a frame and get it put on the mirror. So So when I first laid this mirror up here, or this frame, you can see that that little plastic thing here was in the way. So I actually just drilled, it looks a little raggedy, but I think it's kind of fun, the way that it like sits on this plastic thing. But I just drilled a little hole, kind of a half hole onto this frame, so that way it kind of sits on top of the plastic piece. So it actually works out really, really well. So as expected, there's like a small gap between the mirror frame and the wall because the mirror, because it's sitting on the front of the mirror. So I'm gonna go in the garage and see if I can find a little scrap piece of plywood or something, and that way we can just kind of shove it in between, because I'm just gonna try and nail this to the wall is my goal. And so we'll just kind of put that little shim, really just a shim in between the wall and the frame. So yeah, I'll do that. Okay, so hopefully I'm in the frame. I'm gonna nail this to the wall, and then I'm gonna nail this to this. And it's like, the shim fits really well, so we'll do that. Ah, okay, I'm stuck. Cool. Also, as a tip, if you decide to do your own mirror frame for your bathroom, make sure you paint the back of it to match the front, because, well, mirrors reflect, so you don't want to have a painted front and then the mirror is reflecting a wooden back. So whatever you do to the front, whether you paint it or you stain it, make sure you do the same to the back. So before I show you guys this finished bathroom makeover, let's see if I blew the budget or not. I had plans to keep this bathroom under $400, and after all the projects and hardware, I came in just under that. I originally wanted to paint the vanity, but I knew it was gonna put me over budget, so I think I'm just gonna save it for another project and another video, so you'll have to come back for whenever I decide to do that one. And so now, the time has come for the reveal, my friends. Let's just think back to what this bathroom looked like before. This basic, boring bathroom. And now. I love how this whole bathroom came together, from the wood slat wall to the towel rack. I am just obsessed with this room. It feels like the perfect space to light a candle, draw up a bubble bath, and just soak all of my cares away. It finally feels like it fits into our home and is just the coziest room. I absolutely adore this bathroom makeover. Let me know what you guys think of it in the comments below. I could not be happier with the way that it turned out. As always, I'm gonna link all the hardware, the project plans for everything that I did in this bathroom down in the description below, so check it out. Also, if you haven't already, make sure you like this video and go ahead and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you know when I post my next video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you love this bathroom as much as I do, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.